Okay, I'm going to show you how I captured, or how I did this short unit on defining poetry in my Intro to Lit class, which is typically a second or third year course for students at university. You'll notice that I have a Google form up here, and in it basically describe what I want them to do. They have to put their 800 number, which is their Western Kentucky University identification number there. They have to define poetry here. They have to apply their definition of poetry to Carolyn Forshay's text, the kernel, and then they have to explain why it might not be a poem. Then I asked them about a poem by one of my colleagues, Tom Hundley, which I transformed from a poem into text form. And they have to tell me which is very similar to Carolyn Forshay's poem, The Kernel. It's a prose poem. Then they have to tell me whether or not they think that's a poem. And then they have to go back to the spreadsheet, the GoogleForms spreadsheet, find somebody else's definition of what poetry is, and apply it to Tom Hundley's text. Then we go back to the definition of poetry, which is here, and you'll see all in typical Google form fashion, all the questions are at the top of the page and the responses are down the left side of the page with their ID numbers here. And when I was done with this, I was able to send it to the poet, Tom Hundley, and get his responses as well. All in all, a pretty satisfying unit. Most of the work is done outside of the classroom. Most of the discussion is done inside the classroom. A classic example of using peer-to-peer and face-to-face in ways that are complementary.